Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to talk about combining like terms, okay? How to really take a long-winded problem and condense it, make it a lot simpler, okay? So when combining like terms, we want to combine terms that have the same variable as well as the same exponent, okay? So same variable, same exponent. That's kind of what we are looking for here. All right. So general point and example that I typically use with my classes is I talk about these in different shapes and different colors. So a lot of times we want to combine shapes. So I would say here's a yellow circle, here's a yellow circle. Technically, I have two yellow circles. Okay. Obviously, it looks like a 20, but it's not. Now, I would not be able to come in here and say, well, here's a blue circle, so I have three blue circles. I do not. Okay. So I have two yellow circles, and technically, I have one blue circle, okay? That's how we're going to combine these pieces today. And when we talk about exponents, that's really what exponents do. They actually scale up a variable a little bit more, okay? We'll touch on that in the second example that we see today, okay? So here I'm looking for like variables first. So I'm looking through and see I have this variable n, okay? So I have this 9.2n. I'm going to put a box around that right there. Now that's a positive 9.2n. Okay? I also have another n in this line, and notice what I'm going to do is I'm also going to box this off, and I'm also going to include the sign because that not only tells me I'm going to subtract the 7.4n, I'm going to actually read this as a negative 7.4n. And now in the rest of my line, I have no more n, so I'm going to combine those two together. Okay? The combining, now we go back to our integer rule. So in this case, I'm asking myself, do I have same or different signs? I have different signs, so I'm going to subtract. I'm going to subtract, and not all I'm going to do is subtract what I call, or what we all call, the coefficients. And the coefficient is literally the number that's in front of the variable. So that's this 9.2, it's negative 7.4, okay? Ends up being 1.8, and I just have to drop the n in. Just like when we're talking about those circles, okay? To follow up from there, now I actually do have some integers here, so I'm going to put a different shape, different color around it. So I have positive 11, positive 8, and now I still just add or subtract. I combine based on my integer rules. Same signs, add and keep, ends up being plus 19, and that's it. You're done. You cannot combine them any further. Second example down here, I see I have a 3y. I see I have a positive 2y. Now, don't get confused here. This does have a y, but it's y to the second power. It's a different shape here. It's a different term. They are not like terms. So I'm going to give it a different color and shape, as well as this negative 4. This guy down here, I'm going to give that a different color and shape as well. Okay? So really, the only things I can combine are the 3 and the 2y. I combine that to make it 5y. I'm going to place this positive 5y squared first. Typically, we write it in terms with the highest exponent coming first, and then minus 4. Hope that helps. Make sure you check in if you have anything else.